All right, let's get started. So, let's see how this goes. This looks strong, but they can block there. And then if we take that doesn't actually work. But if we go here, we win the piece at least. So we're not. I was thinking we were going for mate, but I guess we're just getting a piece. This is checkmate. Oh, it's not checkmate. What it does do is drive the king there, and then win the piece that way. So, still good. This piece is just hanging. Good to note. Looks like they're piling up on our pawn here. Yeah, I think we just take the free piece and say that looks good. Basic checkmate. Queen in the face checkmate. This queen is pinned, which means this is a back row mate. When we go here, we can see the king's squares are unavailable, cut off, and that's it. My initial thought was to go here to try to checkmate this queen. I don't know what happened there. My brain had a problem. But it looks like we can go here, 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 and now we've got the epaulette mate. With the shoulders. The rook here doesn't quite work. The king can get away. So the question is, do we do the quiet move first? Move the pawn up so there is nowhere to go. I suppose the king could move away, check. King gets out this way, so maybe that doesn't actually fix the problem. So maybe then what we do instead is we go check. King comes out, the only square available. We check here, and now the king is forced to come along here, and we checkmate that way. That looks quite clever. This pawn looks vulnerable. We're hitting it, but we can't actually do anything with it. So it looks like it's check here, check there, win the rook. Oh. Okay. I was thinking like pull this away. This is hanging, but it's not hanging. We can't attack it. Also, they have an extra queen. So we need more than just like, oh, that was cool. We attacked their piece. Looks like this is mate. This is cut off. Can't take there, and then the knight delivers the mating squares. Okay, one moment. I have to sneeze. Huh. Okay, here we go. I am not feeling great today again, so we'll see. Hopefully this won't be a disaster. This is basically my lunch break. Okay, here we go. Check here, here, here. Hangs the king, the rook. It's a very common pattern I see in these puzzle rushes, but I never see that one in a game. That one just seems very artificial to me. Though I did talk to someone who said they did see it in a game, so maybe it's not. Okay, so this is forcing the king away to get the checkmate. Or if they do that, then we just go in here and get the checkmate that way. And take all their pieces. Alright. So here we've got the discovery with the rook. The king comes back. Then we have this. And because it's double check, they can't block the check. And they lose. This check does not look great. Just throwing away a queen. Free queens are nice. Yeah, let's take the free queen. This is checkmate. A rook roller. Rook roller checkmate. Okay, I'm back again. Daniel's here. What's up, Daniel? How are things? Okay, so we've got this situation where the king can get away, but we can do this, drive the king to there, setting up the double attack. This looks like something right out of chess tactics from scratch. Ooh, that's interesting. I didn't actually calculate this. We don't want to go here, but what we can do is go here, pull the king away, and then get it. So I missed that part. That was a little bad. All right. Looking at check here, check, only move. Problem is this rook. Oh, nice. I didn't see the bishop. Okay, so that might win. So let's see. Takes, queen, blocks the check. Doesn't quite work. It seems like it should. Check, boom, boom. Rook there. What am I missing? Check, takes, goes there, takes, king takes, rook h8. The queen could still block. Ooh, also I'm missing that their bishop is covering h6. So I can't add another attacker from that vantage point. Another thing I could do is go queen g4. The pin makes it so they can't take, but it doesn't look like that gains anything, really. If I start with rook takes f1, does that help at all? It doesn't seem like it. This is a very strange one. It feels quite obvious that the answer is rook takes, pawn takes, queen takes, check. This bishop is cutting everything off. This has to work. But it doesn't quite work because the rook slides in. So what we're left with is this. I can't go here. Rook takes. If I try to take, it doesn't really gain anything. It looks like I'm thoroughly stumped on one that I should not at all be stumped by. So this is very surprising to me. And the piece making it such a problem is the rook on e2. And I don't have a way to get rid of it. So is there another like full reorientation I need to do here to be able to solve this one? Like have I just so gone down one path and I can't seem to pull myself out that I'm missing something critical? Huh. Alright. I don't see it. I'm going to do this. I'm going to assume this is right. I'm going to stop here for a second. Maybe there's a different move here. Like if I were to take here, 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 that would be even worse. So we're going to do this. What? And you're just going to be like, cool, you got it. And I calculated there and thought I didn't have it. So now I have to look at it with the engine because I just have to know, like, how does this work when I saw it did not work. All right. Engine says, all right, so white's move was to go there. Here, 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 here. Oh, yeah, this is mate. Oh, yay, what is wrong with me? Okay, let's see. Pilot MM wants me to go on your podcast. I actually filled out the form like a year ago. Oh, wow. Daniel, why don't you fill out the form again? That will help a lot. The problem with the forms a year ago is I have like 250 forms, and it's very hard for me to go back and figure out who is who and what is what. So just fill it out again and say you're Daniel from the stream, and we'll get you on. Yep, Foxy, how are things? And Daniel found it. Was that hard for you guys, or was I just like having a block there? I don't know what happened there. It seemed like a visualization issue at the end. Like I think what I did is I didn't stop at that point and then like start doing the puzzle from there. I just kind of went like, and then everything holds instead of like really calculating from that spot. It's one of my problems. All right, this looks like an easy one. Check, moves over, mate. About to get mated ourselves, but we don't care because we've got mate. I'm looking at check. I don't know. It doesn't look that great. I mean, it doesn't look that great because they take our piece. That's the main reason why it doesn't look that great. I don't get this one. It doesn't seem like there's anything here, and we're in trouble. 1, 2, 3. It's not like we're up material. Ah, I see. What's happening here is a showdown. So when I take this piece, and they take, then they lose their queen. What did they do? All right, they took there, which is fine. We're in this exact same spot. All right, so this is covering this. So this is mate, right? Yes, it is. No, it's not. Yeah, I'm definitely not at my tip-top shape here today. That's okay. Oh, I was also looking at that check. Wow. Okay. I do have this move. Forced to go here and then mate. So we can take that. Alright, got a few checks here I need to check on. Unfortunately, this isn't a classical game where you can just ignore everything. Okay. This check looks promising because that's mate. And yeah, that looks like it works. And that's mate. Okay. Queens are staring at each other. That is important. If I could go here with check, I would win a queen. Does that work? I was then looking at this. Queen does have one single escape square. And then if I follow up with... That doesn't work. Yeah, there's no good follow-up there to pressure that square. So b5 does not look like it works. What else can we do here? Wait, am I up a piece? I'm up an entire piece. Ah. So what I'm missing is the puzzle is not actually like, how do I win that queen? It's simply my bishop is under attack and I'm going to lose the game. Or not lose the game, lose my material advantage if I can't figure out a solution. And so the solution is actually b5, chasing the queen away, and then I can save the bishop. What? Hold on. That wasn't right. That, oh, because they go there. But still, I would be up material. But this is better, I guess. Wow. Okay. Sure. It's a very subtle difference. You've been grinding Blitz today, close to 2,300. Holy mackerel! Congrats, my friend. White to move. I mean, this check looks pretty good. Check can only go there. I have this check can only go there. Arrows are very distracting for me today. Check. There. there, there. The problem is that knight on g8 makes it so can't do anything useful with my bishop. Takes. No, you can't take. He's just moving. Ah, that's what it is then. So it's check here, check here, and there. Getting another queen is what actually wins. Okay. So we're down a bunch of material. Well, I guess not a bunch of material. But we have to recognize they've got a queen. This rook is cutting out the top, so it seems like this would be the answer. And they can only go there. And then if we were to go here, problem is the king could just escape over there. Ah, that wouldn't work because that would be mate. So here, 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 there also would be mate. So this looks like it works pretty well. And if they want to do that, they can, and we will happily do that. And go behind the pawn and stop the queen. That works. That works very well. Check, pulling away from the guard of that piece. Also checkmate. So that's pretty good. Both winning a piece and getting a checkmate. We'll take it. I was originally looking at this. The king takes. If we go this way, the king goes here, here, or here. That looks very generous of us to give us that many moves. I want to go here. It doesn't really do anything, and it also hangs the piece. Okay, so let's look at this. No, it doesn't do anything. That just loses. We'll look at this. Oh, okay. So rook f7 doesn't work as well because we can swing our rook to the f file. So let's say instead he goes to e7. Seems like he's gotten away. Does indeed seem like he's gotten away. We can take the bishop. They take with their knight. We could fork them, but the rook is covering d6, and it would hang the bishop. Arg. Another interesting idea. Take here, goes here. Now the knight's not covering it. The king moves. This is falling. But they get it back, and then it looks pretty even material. I think we're winning, or I think we're ahead there, but we're not winning. So look at it one more time. Takes, takes, there. Let's say there, takes, takes. Yeah, I don't think that can be it. That's a very subtle advantage that we may or may not have. Boy, this is a hard one for me. Maybe the answer is actually bishop g5, knight takes, rook f1. I mean, king e7 still seems reasonable. Yeah. I don't know this one. I'm going to go here. I don't think that's right. All right, let's see. It'll be interesting if this was the answer. No, okay. And this was the other choice. Go here. King definitely looks more airy here. Oh, and I win a piece. What? Right, that's what I missed. Okay, I missed that If they take with the knight, I'm taking back with check, and I've removed the defender of that piece. Arg. I try to become... Feels like an easier fix than to actually improve at chess. What is... whenever you position middle game, I don't see an idea. Just freeze rather than play. Oh, yeah. That's fair. Yeah, I struggle with Blitz as well. Blitz is very challenging for me. This is just checkmate, right? Yeah, just checkmate. Okay, let's make sure we get 30. It would be very embarrassing to not get 30. Sick or healthy, gotta get 30. No excuse. I'm looking at this. They've also just hung their piece. Could also just push this pawn. And if they take, I get a queen. I push the pawn, they go behind. I go here. That was good too. It was kind of a hard one. Both of these moves look very good. And apparently one is better than the other. So what's the problem if I take the knight? They go... maybe rook c8. Then I play c7. I don't know. I don't really see a problem in taking the knight. c7. Like in a game, I would think I would take that knight and be very happy with that decision. But my guess is this is the actual move because it's more forcing and clearer. It was not clear, it's more forcing. So they go here, they go here, I go here. They take my knight. I mean, they take my rook. I go there. I feel like I'm losing there. Check, I go here. Oh, I guess not. Then we have this move. Okay, this works. I don't know. It seems too much to me, but... so I have to go here. And then I go here. And then I go here. And we get that little trick. Okay, we got there. I don't know. That seems like a lot. Okay, so we have this check. Takes... we can't really follow up. Well, we can follow up with this check, though. Is that enough? So let's get these arrows out of here. So takes. Wait. Takes. There. Yeah, I guess that works. This could lead... what? Oh, wow. I am struggling. I tried to move my bishop to take... I don't know what was happening there. Daniel says, his classical rapid tends to be about 100 to 200 points higher than your blitz. Maybe at some point I'll work on my blitz. Yeah. Mine has historically been like 300 to 400 points different, which... it's better now. It was even wider. At one point... my blitz had dropped all the way to like 1280, and my over the board was like 1700. And it was kind of embarrassing. Part of the reason for me is I use blitz less for trying to build blitz points and more for testing things and not worrying. And so that lowered my rating quite a bit. All right, what if we just go check? Has to take, that's forced. Then we come across check. Can only go here or here. Rook comes in check. Yeah, this looks like it works quite well. I can't quite see it all the way today. My vision is definitely weaker. I haven't played a Road to 2200 game in a couple days because of the sickness, and I don't think I can. I think I'm not quite able to at the moment, which makes me a little sad. Okay, can I just go here and win this piece? Normally that doesn't work because the knight pops out and defends the bishop. There's no knight. Is something catastrophic about to happen to us? No, this looks like a very easy one. Okay, what I did miss is this is guarded, but luckily I'm also attacking it with the bishop. So this is just basically intuition, I guess. That's what we're doing today. All right, so this check. I believe I can go here. And if he makes the queen, gets mated. If takes, I take back. Makes the queen, gets mated. Yeah, this works very well. It's a nice queen you have, but my checkmate is even better. Oh, there, there, there. Yeah, looks like it works. Unless they can ignore it and go there. And they cannot. Alright, that was cool. The Knight Orc match was fun. We got a lot of middle game variety. I agree. That was a great match. That was a great match. Okay, so we take, they take back, and then we mate. Or do we just go mate first? That seems wise. Mate first. That was a tricky one. They tried to trick me into doing other things. Black to move. So it means these pawns are going down. This looks like a hard one. So we have to stop these pawns, win material. Man. Yeah, this one looks quite hard. So I'm looking at something like Bishop D2 wins this knight. But if I do that, and they just run, maybe that's fine. I take, they move, I go there covering. Yes, this actually works. At a couple moments it didn't look like it did, but because the knight is backing that square up, it actually works out okay. We've got that forking check on G4 that they can take with the pawn. If they do, we can hit their knight with our bishop, taking it. So the material is even. Check, takes. We're hitting their rook. I mean, their position is falling apart. So just from like a, optics angle, that's clearly a good move. But the best move is a whole nother question. I'm going to make this move. I think this move looks strong. I'm kind of admitting today that I don't have my full capacity. And I think that's okay. Here. What about this? We're up in exchange, and is that good enough? I kind of like going here first, just pushing him back and then taking. But if we take, then I can go here, and I'm immediately on this. So I'm going to do it this way. I think the other way was right. Okay, well I got 36. Not great, but could be worse. Okay, so what did I do? I went here, there, here. So check first is probably right. I'm not quite sure what the evaluation difference is there. I'm quite curious to see this. H5. Okay, so here is a 3.93 lead. We're going to take, they take, we save the rook however we want. Let's say we go here. Okay, my other way is to take directly. Oh. Yeah, we're losing here. They take here with check, and we lose. Wow, that is a rather big difference. I thought we were looking at kind of a pedantic type difference, but that is a big difference. Why can't they go there, though? Because if they go there, I'm actually looking at that. Okay. No, that's even. That's even. That's for G5. Just getting out of the way. This is still hanging. So they save the piece. Then I have here. Then they have there. Oh, now we're doing Greek gift kind of stuff. Okay. Wow. That was 1,000,000 times more complicated than I thought it was. Oh my goodness. I thought we were just getting the exchange back. My goodness. Yeah. It is funny that random 8 and 1s get thrown in at 30. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that was really interesting, right? It was like, it had the illusion of being very easy, and especially where they stopped it, and they're like, let's stop here. And you go into it deeper, and you're like, holy cow, there's like levels upon levels in this thing. So, yeah, that was pretty surprising. Okay, today is going to be a shorter stream. I'm not going to do another one of these things. I don't really have the brain power, but I will play a blitz match before we go. I'm going to, instead of 3-2, which we've been doing, let's do 5-2. 5-2 gives us a little more time, especially with where I'm at today. I think 5-2 will fit my needs better. All right, let's go ahead and I'll put this link in. Anyone can take it who wants to. If no one wants to, and Foxy wants to, I think I should just make it that I play black. So I think that's what we'll do. If Foxy ends up taking it, I'll take the black side. Okay, ooh, we got righty 1486 with a very high blitz rating. I'm not sure who this is. Who is this? Is this Daniel? I thought Daniel's blitz rating was lower than this. Okay, I have to remember, we've got a little bit of time here. I don't have to go quite as fast. Okay, go here. Okay, it is Daniel. Great. See what Daniel's got cooking up here. Just playing my regular stuff, the Smyslov variation against the King's Indian. I assume with that move, we're doing this situation. He's going to get the bishop. He does not. A little surprising. That's okay. I'll go here, here, castle. See what he does. I'm up quite a bit of time on him. I think we have enough time in this match where being up 30 seconds this early won't be that big of a deal. Ah, okay. So this really changes the trajectory. Normally against c5, I push through. But I don't think it's going to work out how it's supposed to for me. We'll see. Depends on what he does on this move. It's kind of a big move. This is very weak. So can we take advantage of that is really the question, I think. Okay. So if he doesn't go there, I'm going here next, taking away that option. But he did go there. I'm not really sure. Normally I put my bishop here, but I kind of think I want to just pressure this diagonal. And maybe just put my bishop here instead, and my queen here. But if I do that... Okay, alright, I think I see what I gotta do here. I'm gonna go here. And then that way, if this pin comes, I can just move. Just move out of the way. And yes, we're probably going to have that happen, which maybe isn't that bad. If I've got this and this, like that's not the end of the world. Do I want to let them push is the question. I think the answer is yes. And if they take... I think I'm okay just actually taking with the knight here. Yeah. So I think I'll go here and see how this works out. Knight g5 was an interesting last move. Not sure it works though. Knight g5. Okay, so he did take there. I do think I want to take here. This knight looks, you know, pretty annoying for my opponent to deal with. I can see myself doing something like rook d1, b3. This knight is looking like that. I think we go here and keep the knight out of that square for now. Yeah. I don't think I want the knight in b4. Not at this moment, at least. But definitely is looking more and more like I will not be castling long. I think I'm going to be castling short. And, okay. So that seems like a strong move. Yeah. So I'm not really sure how I want to go forward with this. Feels like the choices are not trading. I could move e4 up to guard him. Then if they take, I take, and I'm fine with that. One nice thing about moving knight c3 is that pawn is quite weak. And maybe I can go rook d1 and pile on it. So I'm going to do that. Remember when I said I was up a bunch of time? I remember that. Those days are gone. I'm not up any time. I am down a lot of time. I think I'm playing this like it's a rapid game instead of playing it like it's a blitz game. Okay, so if this comes next, I don't know, I guess I'm okay with that. I'm going to go here. And why was I? Yes. And then I think, oh, I have a trick. I have a trick. We'll see if he falls for it. I don't want to say what the trick is in case Daniel sees it. We'll see if anyone is watching. Do you see the potential trick in the position? Have a move that would lure Daniel into a horrible trap. I don't think he would fall for it. But, you know, it's here now. It's here. Let's see. Instead of queen c2, I can look at it after the game. Okay. So he did fall for it. No, he didn't fall for it. No. So the trap was taking here with the bishop. Okay. And then the idea was if they takes back with the queen, then bam, check, queen is hanging. So that's too bad. That would have been quite the spicy little play. I do have this idea now. Going here, luring him there, coming back, and then taking with this check. So I have a feeling I will not castle. My guess is I'm going to go king e2 this game, and that's going to be my castling. Or that's going to be my safekeeping of my king. The problem is that bishop is going to be annoying. So we'll see. I might go like this. That's like totally in the cards, I think. Okay, that seems like a very smart move. Somehow I didn't consider that that might come, which that seems like a very obvious move. So maybe I missed my chance. Because I didn't have... Yeah, I guess I did have to. Okay. What do we got here? Also, this great idea I had, knight takes g5, the queen would have taken. So I don't know what I was talking about. What do I want to do? I could go knight d5. He takes... I take on f5, trying to open things up. I think I'm going to hand castle now. We're just going to go bloop, bloop, bloop. And just say, there you go. We're castled. And see where the game goes from there. I don't see like a wrecking ball move for me right now. And I don't think my opponent has one either. So I'm just going to get safe and then start playing. I mean, this is kind of annoying. Probably this is going to be strong to open up my king. It's like here, here. Though right now, none of these quite work. These are all kind of future ideas. Actually, this might be good. Hit this pawn a second time. Because I really don't want to move that pawn up now that I've kind of committed to coming over here. Okay. I'll go here, and this is now getting kind of dangerous. Okay. Now I'm looking at, do I go there? What does he do? He takes... I'm going to do this. That's probably not good. He goes there. I'm going to double the rooks. I'm going to double the rooks on the H file and just say, how could this not be good? How? How is it even possible that couldn't be? That won't be good. Okay. Putting pressure there. I think I can contain that maybe with this. Yeah, and it even works to cover this as well. So that looks pretty good. I gotta sneeze again. Oh boy. Alright. Daniel wisely trying to break down the walls over here. I think I'll take there. Oh, I wasn't looking at the push by. Definitely was not looking at that. That might do it. Let's go here. Takes. I'll go here, continuing my plan. I don't know if my plan works anymore. I don't know if it ever did. What is my plan exactly? Just have these cool looking rooks. Like, that seems like the plan I came up with. Like, look, my rooks are going to look good. And you're like, okay, are they going to win? I don't know, but they look cool. Let's go here. Okay, that's something I didn't think about. It doesn't work very well. Well, I'm almost out of time, so now I'm going to play wild. Go here. Hitting the bishop. 8 seconds left. What happened? I do have some things. I have like this. Oh, okay. Okay, let's do that. Put the queen back involved. It's funny, it looked like the queen was so involved before. And then now everything gets traded and I lose. But I do have this move. Which looks pretty strong. No it doesn't. Shoot. Okay, just a second before I look at it. Should I have something here? It takes... I was looking at this idea. Oh yeah, maybe that works. There wins the queen. Okay, so I think that was the move. I was looking at that, but I couldn't quite pull it off. I didn't have enough time to see it. Alright, let's go to the end and just see if that was indeed the move. Yeah, it looks like white's winning at the end. But that was a blunder, and I think this wins. Yep. So I did find the brilliant move. I just couldn't. I didn't have time to calculate it. My brain's working slowly. I guess I could have just gone here. After queen e7, you had rook takes e6. Alright, let's look. First of all, was my moves. That's funny, I got a brilliant. This was not a brilliant move. This was just a... Well, I've got no time left. The only chance I have is this stuff. Okay, so this was not the right idea. What's the right idea? To take here. Oh, to do the brilliant move now. Right, that's why it's such a brilliant move, because it's setting up that. I didn't see it there. I didn't see it until I was desperate. And then desperation kicked in, and then I was like, ah, now I see it. Last time you played the Smyslov, I recommended Akobian's lectures. I did not check them out. That is a good recommendation, though. So many things I'm trying to do. It's a lot. I'm going to write this down, though. Akobian, Smyslov, King's Indian, St. Louis Chess Center. Okay. Yeah, it's hard in low time to find these ideas. But let's go back to the beginning. Where did the wheels start coming off? So this is just the Smyslov variation. Nothing too fancy to see here. Yep, so this is the move. But all it does is force them to do this a little faster. I thought this was a fine way to go about it as well. And the game is even. White has their little advantage that they start the game with, but nothing big. And we're both making really strong moves. And I imagine here is where I started messing up. Yeah, this was a pretty optimistic line to waste several tempi getting my king safe. I thought I had the time. I looked at the game and I said, okay, it's going to take my opponent quite a while to get going. I have time for this endeavor. Why? So the computer likes going here. Just make some computer moves and see what it likes. Going in here? Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess I'm guarding it now. Yeah, I guess that's reasonable. Nothing big. We're just slightly improving. I didn't do that. I decided to go for cool, like, I'm a grandmaster, watch me go moves. Okay, so this move, also terrible. I did hate that move, but I felt like it was needed. I missed that push through. This is, so this comes right out of Techniques of Positional Play. This idea of attacking their pawn, they take, and they calculate all the recaptures, but you're not intending to recapture. You're just intending to push through. He calls it the simulated pawn exchange or something. And I was like, I don't know, this chapter seems like a little bit, it's kind of lame. And then boom, right here in my game, I'm like, okay, it's not lame. I thought the king might be safe enough on f1. Yeah, I did too. Against my king, they went for a king's Banco hybrid playing c5 before d6. Oh, interesting. Huh. Okay. Things are definitely falling apart now. And here's me going, look at my rooks. Well, huh? And it's like, okay, what are your rooks doing? And here I'm winning because of this. here. I guess black has to play g4. I'm supposed to take. They can't take back. Because then this falls. So yeah, this move ends up being really great. And then this move loses the game instantly to the move. Boop. But I didn't find any of that. Actually, I did. I found it, but too late. Different position. And Daniel won the game. I would say this is one of the things that makes chess so interesting. Because I think if we look at this position, it's very clear who has the advantage. Right? I have doubled rooks that aren't really doing anything. My king side looks like it's about to fall apart. It looks to me like I'm clearly losing. And then this feels like such a reasonable move. Let's just bring the queen in, start attacking some more. And then that move allows me to get some ridiculous things on the other side. So, interesting stuff today. I think that's going to wrap it up for today. Yeah, wouldn't that have been crazy? 2 brilliant moves in like 4 moves. Yeah, I wish I had pulled the trigger on this, because it's like all I did instead was let myself run out of time. And I saw that this was a possibility. I was about to do it when the time ran out. I had 6 seconds, and it took me all 6 seconds apparently. It doesn't look like it would take 6 seconds to figure out. Boom, 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 boom. But, oh well. I was off by about a second. I would have had it. Yeah, Daniel, all he had to do was just push b4 and crush my face in. So, interesting stuff. Thanks for the game, Daniel. Definitely under the weather today. Hopefully the next couple days I'll start turning the corner, feel better, and be able to do a little bit more. All right, I'll talk to you all soon. Have a good one, everybody.